Cradles to Crayons also have employment policies that includes evaluation. The work of each employee is reviewed on an ongoing basis with the supervisor to provide a constructive criticism, a systematic means of evaluating performance. The annual performance review is basically a formal opportunity between the supervisor and employee to basically exchange information, ideas that will, of course, strengthen their working relation and review the past year. The purpose of the review is basically to encourage the exchange of ideas to create a positive change within Cradles to Crayons. It is, of course, in the supervisor's right to clearly communicate the needs of Cradle to Crayons and what is expected of the employee in contributing to the success of our preschool for the coming year. Both supervisor and employee should attempt to arrive at an understanding regarding the objectives for the coming year, and then, of course, the following year it will be reviewed again to see employee progress relative to the agreed upon objectives. And somewhere in between, the director will always also review the work of all supervisor. Work reviews for other staffs are, of course, responsibility of the appropriate supervisor, and can be subjected to confirmation by the director. We also have termination slash admin leave, where if an employee is needed to be terminated or admin leave is required, based on reviewing the reason, they might be entitled to receive accrued unused vacation benefits. The director has authority to discharge any employee from the employee of Cradles to Crayons. As stated above, all the employment at Cradles to Crayon is basically at will. This means that employees may be terminated from employment with or without cause, and of course, employees are as well free to leave the employment with or without cause. Falsifying information on your job application, or falsifying or withholding information on any personal records, personnel questionnaires, performing at work below a level acceptable, all be can be resulted as termination. We also consider outside employment to be totally okay. Individuals employed by Cradles to Crayons may hold an outside job as long as they meet their performance standards of their job with our preschool. Employees should consider the impact that the outside employment may have on their ability to perform with Cradles to Crayons. All employees will be evaluated. And if it comes to our attention that this outside job is causing a problem in your performance or interfering with your work in Cradles to Crayons, then it is up to Cradles to Crayons to speak to the employee and let them know that they might have to pick between which employment to keep. An employee may be asked to choose or maybe terminate either job, and outside employment that constitutes a conflict of interest is definitely prohibited. Criminal and convictions and criminal charges. It is our policy to conduct a criminal history check through the state of California State Police and any other state police agency where it's appropriate. Since this information sometimes may not be available until after an applicant has been hired and assumed responsibilities, it may be necessary to conduct a post-hire good moral character assessment, which of course will include information found in the criminal history report. If the employer finds out that the employee provided dishonest or false answers on their job application,